Hey, Heather Shamala here with Reserve 76 and Bourbon Bites and Burbs. As you guys all know, we love a good cocktail around here. That being said, we have a summer series going on with frozen cocktails. This month is probably one of my favorites, to be perfectly honest with you, because it takes the classic old fashioned and turns it into an adult slushy. So the ingredients are pretty simple. You guys know we love Buffalo Trace bourbon. That's kind of our go-to when we're making cocktails. Bitters. These are frozen oranges. I dissected the orange, put them on a cookie sheet so that they could freeze. And then cherries. I just bought the frozen ones from the store. If you want to be adventurous and pick your own cherries, go for it. That's amazing. It calls for a brown sugar simple syrup. I personally like agave, but I forgot to buy it at the store. So we're going with some Elijah Craig raw honey today. So I'm just going to use half the amount that the recipe actually calls for. So we're going to take all this, we're going to blend it together, and I'm going to show you in just a second what it all looks like. Okay, so this one is simple. It's 5-ish frozen orange pieces. So, and I'm using my fingers because you know why? It's my cocktail and I can. So, and I like it a little orangier, so I'm gonna go for 6, and this one's a little bigger, so more power to me, right? You can do 3 to 5 cherries-ish, whatever works for you. You can use the traditional bitters. I actually like these. We got these on our trip to Kentucky. They're like crude. It's small batch bitters, and this one's called Rizzo. It's rosemary, grapefruit, and peppercorn. Kind of has a real earthy flavor. I think it's kind of cool. Just add a few drops of that. Not too much because otherwise it gives it an odd flavor. The star of the show, bourbon. You guys know we love our bourbon. I could pour it in here. It's fine for 2 ounces. I'm just going to eyeball it. As a kid, I used to watch Emeril Lagasse, and he never measured anything. So I kind of picked up my cooking skills from him, to be perfectly honest with you. We're going to take this. Now we're going to add some ice. And try and squeeze all this in here. I like using my little Ninja when I'm making a cocktail for myself, just a one serving. If you're going to make this for a crowd, you could double, triple it, and use a bigger blender. But for right now, for the purpose of this, we're going to put this little jewel bottle of goodness on my Ninja blender and hang tight. This is where the magic happens. Ready? Okay, so on the Ninja blender, there's a button called smoothie. It's like a 50-55 second rotation. About halfway through, you're gonna need to take it and shake it up a little bit just to kind of make sure everything gets blended properly. But this is where the goodness happens. And I hope I don't spill on video because that would be really embarrassing and we'd have to shoot it all over again. So let's see, it kind of looks like that. And we're gonna put it in here. We're gonna add a little garnish. Again, this is mine. I'm not making it for anybody else, so it doesn't have to be perfect. A little cherry on top. And there you have it. It's a Reserve 76 frozen old-fashioned cocktail of the month. And I did forget the honey, but you know what? The orange and the cherry are just as sweet. I bet it'll be just fine without it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to watch our other videos. We've got lots of great cocktails. If you want us to make something, shoot us a DM. We'd be happy to do it, happy to try out whatever you think would be good.